Hey everybody, Ben here. I pulled a rune to start. It's kind of sideways when I pulled it out. You could say joy, happiness, harmony, or if it was the other way, isolation, distrust, neglect. So I'll connect here and we'll see what comes through. I'm drawn to an image. It's a pretty dark room. There's a window and there's some light, but it's overcast outside, and uh, thick white uh, curtains letting sunlight through. The room's, it's like, I guess you would almost say like you'd see almost like in a horror movie or something. It's an old wooden room, wooden floors. The bed is just a metal bed frame with bars on the headboard. Someone sitting there on the side of the bed towards the foot of the bed. You know, uh, doesn't look like she's had a bath in a long time. Just, her hands are like this with her elbows on her knees. So going back to the rune, you know, we are looking at this like isolation, uh, deep rest, depression type stage, probably seeking that joy, that happiness, that peace. What took place here, Spirit? It's taken advantage of, violated, mistrust, depressed, feels unworthy, unreceiving, neglected. I heard the word immature, mistrust again. All right, we'll see what the cards have to say. The Hanged Man, new paradigm. It is there. Getting out of that space is the toughest. What's that word again? Immaturity. Maybe we were naive in a situation and we found out the hard way. To get out of this slump, we need to collaborate, whether with ourselves, with spirit, or with others. There was someone we can talk to about what took place. Some people that went through the similar situation. I'm not saying what took place is okay, but we can look at it as an experience to learn from, to not put ourselves in those positions again, to leave this immaturity, this space of, and I'm not saying it to knock, like, it's not, that word is not used to knock anyone down. It's just, it's a page. We're just starting out. We were naive. We didn't know any better. The only way we're going to know is when we learn, where we experience it. we can be told not to do things and we do them anyway. You know, it's until we experience it that we learn it. Ten of Wands reversed. Release these burdens. I feel like you're wearing them. You're identifying with it. That's not a place to be. When we carry any wound or anything, or it becomes our identity, I think the easiest way to explain it is we go to the doctor and they tell us there's something wrong with us. We believe that we are it. We become that sick. Sure, there might be something actually wrong with us at that time, but if we don't identify it and we say, you know what, I'm healing, I'm going to get through this, I'm going to change this, we can. But when we identify with something, we become it. Earlier I did an ink blot on manifesting these thoughts into reality, and it's like a womb carrying a child, and when we are embodying that, we are it. It is us. And these burdens, these thoughts, these behaviors, or whatever, limiting ourselves, especially with categorizing or terming ourselves something, or carrying this, we will become it, and we are it. We're just going to reinforce it. We're going to fall into that realm. So we need to, we can get to here, but to do so, I think we need to collaborate somehow, like I said, with ourselves, with spirit or others, to learn and then release, and then we'll get here. Not taken away from what took place, but like I said, we really only learn things if we go through them. If we were told not to do that, we did it anyway. No, that person's not like that. Reluctance. Look at the image. Could have had the ambition. Now not so much. Oops. Oops. Yeah. Oops. We made a mistake. It's okay. We learned. That's all there is to it. Yes, there was some wounds formed from it. We have the world reversed, unfinished. We got to heal. Got to figure it out. We got to heal. We got to get ourselves back to who we were, or who we're going to become now. Who are we going to become? Who are you going to become now? Not somebody that hates everyone because one person did something to us. No, don't become that. You learn. We learn from what took place. We become somebody that's not going to be tricked into that again, whatever that may be, or fed a load of bullshit to get in your pants. That's what's coming through. We're not going to make that mistake again. We're going to create boundaries, and at the same time, we're going to have to be open to a relationship as well. But when we create boundaries so much, we're going to reject everything. We're going to think everyone's going to do that. And if we didn't heal, they're going to do that. That's a big thing. If we don't heal these cycles and we stay in this unfinished cycle, everything we attract is going to reinforce that. And we're going to still carry these burdens because it's going to keep repeating. So we got to close that out. And that's not anything we can do really in the external. We got to do it inside. And then the way we present ourselves ripples into the external. And then it won't take place anymore. But we got to figure out what really took place here. You know, what it wasn't just the behavior, the action. There was something inside of us that that allowed this in a way for us to perceive it as a safe fit, if you will. One last card here, Spirit. Ten of Cups, reversed. Neglected bonds. Probably something from childhood, naturally. When we grasp on things to fill a void of a wound, it's going to replicate that wound. So that's a big thing I normally talk about is, heal, heal, heal. But when we look at it, but we all have these and we carry them in, and we look for somebody that we think is going to make that go away, but it never does. It emphasizes it, it reinforces it, it makes it louder in our face. And when we stay in that cycle, it's going to keep happening. It's going to keep getting more drastic. It's going to hurt more because it's bringing it to the surface for us to see it. And when we release it, we go here. We have a new view, a new perspective. So I'm going to leave it there. If this resonated, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll talk to you all later.